The last roll of the dice before we go to extra time. Marcelo finds Fontaine. Messi with a shot. Unlucky for Messi. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. And welcome to episode 44 of Project Pompey. Your eyes do not deceive you. We are top of the league with 32 games played, with only 6 games to go of this Premier League season. We have gone above Arsenal. Man United have been slipping up as well, so they could go on to 69 points at a maximum. So the league title is in our hands. And our form hasn't been the best since you last left us. We did beat Bournemouth in the FA Cup 6th round, so we will be facing Chelsea and Bayern in today's episode. And we had the most bizarre end to our unbeaten run in the world. We went 2-1 up on the half-time. I said, right, assertively, don't get complacent. And then Middlesbrough scored every single highlight they had in the second half and beat us 4-2. It was such a strange game, and they just scored every highlight they had. But we did bounce back and beat Everton 3-1. In that meantime, and the reason why we are top of the league is that Arsenal and United played each other and drew, and then Arsenal lost and Man United lost as well. So all three teams have not been in the best of form, but we do find ourselves top of the pile going into the last 6 games of the season. But we will be showing off 2 cup games today, as we will start with the FA Cup semi-final against Chelsea at Wembley. I think it's the first time we've been to Wembley in this series, so hopefully we're going to reach the final and win an FA Cup. And we'll also show the first leg of our Champions League quarter-final against Bayern Munich. So the tactics for the FA Cup semi-final, which if we win, we will go up against Arsenal in the final, and this is the team we're sending out there to get the job done. Petr Cech in goal, Taylor, Di Michelis, Colaccini and Lahm at the back, Fontaine, Modric and Nolan in the middle, Messi, Kezman and Suarez up front. It's going to be tricky. Chelsea, we've historically had a pretty decent record against them, but it's always been tricky. It's not been straightforward, so I'm going to give an assertive pick up where you left off last time out. Tell them I have faith in them, and that should hopefully be enough to hype up the team as we are now at Wembley for an FA Cup semi-final. If we win, we could potentially reach the final. We are still on for the treble, the Premier League, the FA Cup and the Champions League, but we got to get to the final to make that happen. 20 minutes in, Kevin Nolan finds Philippe Lahm in the box, tries to cross, but it is intercepted, and Robinho pumps it upfield. Only as far as Colaccini though, but Robinho's got it back, comes upfield, he's going all on his own, but he hits it over the bar so well up until the finish. But we do get a corner. Matty Taylor whips it in. Suarez unable to get his header on target. 0-0, but the highlights are coming thick and fast. Fontaine on the ball. Who's he going to try and find? He's going to go on his own. Long ball to Lahm on the right-hand side. Lahm comes inside, but he does lose the ball to Frank Lampard. And Robinho again on the ball, but Day keeps it in. And Chelsea now on the ball, trying to find that killer pass. But Matty Taylor does intercept. And Fontaine, it's very back and forth. Fontaine loses the ball. It's a very long highlight, and it's very back and forth. Like both teams have been giving the ball back to each other, but Adriano's there, and Chelsea have scored the first goal in the FA Cup semi-final. It was very back and forth. Both teams were losing possession, but Chelsea were the team to get that goal. I mean, you could have cut that highlight in half, really. You didn't have to show the back and forth. You could have just showed the killer ball and Robinho passing it to Adriano. But it is Chelsea 1, Portsmouth 0 in the FA Cup semi-final. But if we carry on the way we're playing, I think we can find a chance to score. 38 minutes, throw in from Philippe Lahm. Finds Luka Modric. Gives it back to Lahm. He's going to be the one to try and find an attacking player. Matty Taylor's on his own on the left. And he does find him. Who can Matty Taylor find? Tries to find Suarez. He does find him. And it's 1-1. And Portsmouth are back in the tie. I knew we could find ourselves back into this game. We've been It's very back and forth, very 50-50 kind of game. But I could see Matty Taylor on the radar with loads of room on the left-hand side. Suarez finds the space, beats the defender, and it is Portsmouth 1, Chelsea 1. Coming up to half-time, very back and forth. Both teams could come away with a win today. Let's hope it's Portsmouth that do it. But Philippe Lahm's on his own. Unlucky from Philippe Lahm. He gets in those positions. Him and Matty Taylor love bombing forward, and that's why they are our wing-backs on attack. But Messi finds Matty Taylor. That's probably the end of the highlight, and we will see it through to half-time together. So 1-1. I'm going to say I'm happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. You're playing well. But I know the Colaccini is on a 6.4. So we are going to bring on 1 for Colaccini. But apart from that, I'm going to let the boys do what they need to do. They're playing well. We've had the shot, but equal on target, equal chances. Although we are dominating possession. So I am going to go attacking and see if we can try and find a second goal. Philippe Lahm with a throw, 53 minutes, 8 minutes after the restart. Kevin Nolan to Lionel Messi. Being quiet in this game, and he loses the ball to Tevez. But he gets the ball back. Messi with a shot, and it's 2-1. Lionel Messi gets the goal, and he lost the ball, but he won it back to score the second goal. And if the score stays the way it is, we will be in an FA Cup final. Arteta dwells on the ball. Messi finds the room. And it's only his 6th goal of the season. Very quiet season for Messi, but he scores the goals that matter. 2-1 to Portsmouth. 70 minutes. I've just praised the team. They're doing well. Can we get a third goal? Matty Taylor crosses it. Fontaine to Kesman. Kesman blocked. But Fontaine again. Blocked again. A lot of blocked shots. Matty Taylor again blocked. Chelsea are doing well. But Suarez with a header. Nope. We just can't get that final shot away. So many chances there to put a shot in. But Chelsea have done well defensively. But Matty Taylor to Suarez. Over the bar. And it's still all Portsmouth. 75 minutes. I need to make some subs, but we'll wait for this highlight to play out. As Gago, a former player on loan at Portsmouth a few seasons back. But Modric keeping it short, looking for that killer ball. Taylor. Long ball forward. He's going to try and find Kesman, but it was a bit of a poor ball. Colaccini lumps it upfield. Crespo to Adriano. Crespo's through, but he does dwell on it. Adriano's in the box, and Adriano was not going to miss that, as it is 2-2 in the FA Cup semi-final. Adriano, probably the best striker in the world at the moment. He scored 33 goals this season. He's not going to miss those type of shots. Crespo holds the ball up. Our defenders are too busy focused on him, and Adriano puts it in the net. And it is Portsmouth 2, Chelsea 2. We will make some subs because we'll turn it back to positive as well because they've won a bit more possession. So who needs to come off here? Taylor, Di Michelis are tired. I think we'll bring Marcelo on for Matty Taylor. And Di Michelis can come off. Well, we've got nobody to really bring on. So Kevin Nolan can come back and play ball-playing defender. And we'll bring on Morten Gams Pedersen. No, we're going to bring on Yaya Toure. And we'll move Fontaine into box-to-box midfielder. So 3 changes made. Can we find a way to win this FA Cup semi-final? 88 minutes. The last roll of the dice before we go to extra time. Marcelo finds Fontaine. Messi with a shot. Unlucky from Messi. He's already scored 1 goal. But can we score another? We're going to go to extra time, I think, in this FA Cup semi-final. Both teams been really well. To be fair, it's been an equal game. I can't take that away from the boys. So I'm going to give some encouragement, give it a passionate. We've been the better team. Show it in extra time. We do have 1 more sub to make, but we'll maybe hold off for a bit. See what it looks like after the first half. But we're going to extra time in the FA Cup semi-final. 104 minutes just before the half-time of extra time. And it's Marcelo on the ball. It's come off the bench. Long ball over the top to Suarez. It's a lovely goal from Luis Suarez. Marcelo, the assist king, grabbing that. And again, Marcelo linking up. He's done really well, Marcelo. I mean, they say potentially he's not as good as Matty Taylor, but he's a really good rotation option at left back. Lovely ball over the top. Suarez on the half volley. It's a fantastic finish. And could that be the goal that puts us in the FA Cup final? He's well onside. And it was a lovely half volley as well. And it is Portsmouth 3, Chelsea 2, as we go into half-time of extra time. Arteta's falling apart. We'll make our sub. We've got one sub to make. Who's tired? Luka Modric. But I've not really... Well, I could bring on Pedersen, so we'll bring Pedersen off the bench as our last sub. We're going to see this through to full time of extra time. Although if Chelsea score, it will go to penalties. Coming up to full time of extra time, and it does look like Suarez's goal is going to be the decisive goal to get us through to the final. But Kevin Nolan tries across for Kezman. It's 4-2. That is going to seal a place in the FA Cup final. And we are in for a domestic trophy this season. The boys have done well, because we haven't won a trophy yet in Project Pompey, with our first final being the Champions League final last season. So we do have a chance to go to Wembley to play Arsenal to win the FA Cup, as we have got past Chelsea in extra time at Wembley. Looking at the stats, we have had a lot more shots than Chelsea, but it was a very equal game. I think Chelsea will be a little bit hurt by that. I think if we'd have lost, I'd have been a bit disappointed. But I'm going to say we appreciate their efforts. I'm very happy with the way you played. And that is going to book a place to Wembley again, as we'll play Arsenal in the FA Cup final. We'll receive some money. Suarez, cream of the crop. I'll praise him. He's probably our best striker at the club. Liverpool still scouting him. I've told you. It's going to take more than 52 million to get Suarez to join you. And Messi being scouted by Man City. Why would you want to join Man City? They're a mid-table team. But if we look at competitions, that will show that we are in the final against Arsenal. But we are going to move on to the Champions League first leg against Bayern Munich. We beat them 5-0 at home last year after losing 3-0 away. We are at home first this year. So can we get the goals and try and avoid any repeats of last season? Champions League quarter-final first leg at Fratton Park. Very similar team from the FA Cup game. We got Petr Cech in goal, Taylor, TheMadScientist, Huth, and Kisnobo, as Philipp Lahm has picked up a knock, so he will not be fit for this game. Hamšík, Modric and Nolan in the middle, and our front three of Messi, Kezman and Suarez up front. We beat them 5-0 at home last year after being 3-0 down. So can we have a repeat performance, please? Just so we can get back into the Champions League semi-final. I'm going to say, carry on where you finished from the last match. Tell them I have faith in them to get the job done. And fingers crossed we can set ourselves up for a strong second leg out in Germany. So it is a repeat of last season's semi-final, as is Portsmouth against Bayern Munich at Fratton Park. Can we start off well and avoid conceding an away goal as Cech holds on to the ball? Corner from Matty Taylor, 7 minutes in. It's a header from Suarez off the line. It's a good start from Suarez if we're 7 minutes in, already having a shot cleared off the line. But we'll go again, Matty Taylor, and it's saved by Oliver Kahn. Corner again from Matty Taylor, 27 minutes. TheMadScientist is there, but it's cleared away by Bayern Munich. Not many chances so far, and they've not been really clear-cut, I would say. But Robert Huth finds Kisnobo to TheMadScientist. Marek Hamšík to Matty Taylor on the right-hand side as opposed to the left. Oh no, he is on the right-hand side. No, he's right. He's on the right place. But Messi to Kisnobo. Can we find a killer pass? We can. Suarez in the box. Blocked. Kezman's there. And it's 1-0 to Bayern Munich. Well, 1-0 against Bayern Munich. It's not 1-0 to Bayern Munich. 1-0 to Portsmouth. Kezman with a goal. Scrapes it over the line. And that is a fantastic start to this Champions League tie. Suarez picks it up, tries to cross it, and I don't think that actually touches Kezman. But I'm not going to moan. It's 1-0 to Portsmouth. 35 minutes. Sagnol lumps into the box to Buscelli. Petr Cech with safe hands in the Portsmouth box. I would like to get some more goals and not concede. I think not conceding is more important than scoring more goals. Because I think we can get goals out in Germany. Even if we did get decked 3-0 last season. But Suarez is 1-on-1. And Suarez makes it 2-0 to Portsmouth. And we are doing the job again at Fratton Park. We needed 3 goals last year. We've already got 2 in the first 35 minutes this year. But yeah, I think if we can avoid conceding goals, that'll do us well for when we go out to Germany. But Suarez 1-on-1, he won't miss that. 25th goal of the season, probably the best striker at the club. And it's 2-0 Pompey. Coming up to half-time, all is going well, everything's going to plan. We've got the goals, we haven't conceded. That'll do me fine. A 2-0 win, I will be happy. But Modric, is there a third goal before half-time come in? Marek Hamšík holds the ball up for Matty Taylor. 1-2 between them. Modric in the middle. Finds Messi with a shot. It's 3-0 to Portsmouth. And Messi has scored again in this game. Well, he scored in the last game and he scored in this game. Not had a, prolific season. But he certainly turned up in this game to show his magic. And it is Portsmouth 3, Bayern Munich 0. Oliver Kahn didn't stand a chance with that shot from Messi. And as long as we don't concede, I think we'll do well out in Germany. I think the 3-0 is a bit of a freak result. But hopefully we can get the job done. I'm very pleased with the performance. Keep it going. And we're going to start the second half. Dial it back to positive as we don't need to score as many goals now. We've got the goals we need. We just need to make sure we do not concede. 70 minutes in, I'm going to make a sub. And Messi, you're going to be the man to come off. You are looking a bit tired out there. We do have Ronaldinho to come on though, so it's pretty much like for like to come off the bench. We'll bring Modric off as well for Yaya Toure. We'll move him to box. Does Hamšík do well as box to box? Yeah, he does alright. So a little bit of rejig in the midfield. 2 subs coming on. I think the job now is just to don't concede goals. If we get a 4th, that's going to be 1 foot in the Champions League semi-final. But Yaya Toure, long ball to Kisnobo. Who's he going to try and find? Oh, it's Kezman. Kezman at the back post. The cross went through everyone. I thought that was going to be cleared. But Kezman has scored a 4th goal to make it 4-0 to Portsmouth. And look, let's not take anything for granted here. We came back from 3-0 down last year to get to the final. So just because we're 4-0 up does not mean we are in the final or the semi-final. But 50 minutes to go. Do not concede. Full time come in. I think we've done the job. Unless we concede from this free kick. Petr Cech, safe hands. And we have done what we set out to do. We've scored 4 goals at Fratton Park. We have not conceded an away goal. And it's us for it to lose when we go out to Germany. But then Bayern Munich thought that last year when they went 3-0 up out in Germany. But I'm going to give a very pleased with that performance. Well done. And that is going to put us in a fantastic position to get to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Well done, Kezman. 2 goals for you. Lacombe disappointed by humbling defeat. Liverpool making a move for Suarez. It's not going to happen. Guys, 52 mil for Messi, 52 for Suarez. Guys, 100 mil for each. Gotta be. So if we look at the competitions there, we are in the final of the FA Cup, as we did beat Chelsea in extra time today. And we have put ourselves in a very good position for the Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich as well. So what we'll do, if we look at the schedule, we will come back for the second leg against Bayern Munich, followed by the Manchester City game in the Premier League, as we are focusing on 3 competitions at the moment. We're top of the league, we're nearly in the Champions League semi-final, and we're in an FA Cup final as well. So we could do the treble this season. I think we've got the squad, but anything can happen. We are at the tail end of the season now. We've only got 6 Premier League games to go, and we've got 2 semi-finals, a final, 4 Champions League games to go, and an FA Cup final to match as well. So we've only got 10-11 games this season to go. If we look at that Premier League table, nothing's changed from the start of the episode, as we have focused on the Cups. But my friends, we are looking very good in the league, very good in the Champions League, and we have reached an FA Cup final. But tune in next time for the second leg against Bayern and a Premier League against Man City. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload Project Pompey every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in, as we mentioned, for that second leg. We're forwarded up against Bayern. What could possibly go wrong? Thank you very much for watching.